Hey guys, Stephanie C. Harper, publisher of Career Magazine. And today I want to talk with you all really about a personal experience that I had over the weekend. I don't make a point of coming on and really calling out businesses or talking derogatory directly about a business. Now, I may come on and use something that I've seen a business do and use that as a teaching moment to help those in business or those aspiring to be in business. But today I really want to talk about an experience that I had with a particular business. Um, Long story short, I am a fan of Apple. I do have a few Apple products, one being my iMac, which I absolutely love. Well, last week I had some problems with my iMac and um, couldn't figure out how to fix it. We couldn't figure out how to fix it over the phone when talking with an Apple store. And let me be clear that my issue is not with Apple. So let me be clear about that. My issue is not with Apple, but my issue is with an authorized dealer. Um, so long story short, we couldn't diagnose the problem over the phone, so I was directed to an authorized dealer because the closest Apple store is about an hour and 15 minutes away. So there's a pro and a con about where we live. Well, whatever. Can't change that, right? But the long and short of it is that this is the only authorized dealer in the county that we live in. Did a little research and found out that this particular store is located in the largest city within our county, um, which is made up of about 19 other cities. So yeah, this really kind of blew my mind. But anyways, I believe it's kind of strategic and good for this guy, right? That he has managed to be the only authorized dealer in this county and that he has 19 counties that depend on him. Now, mind you, I had to drive at least 20 or so miles to get to this guy. So please know that there's nothing close. There's no Apple stores anywhere near where we live. Um, but I went into this guy's place, took my computer, he did a diagnostic. Long, took him all of 15 minutes to actually do the work. And here's where I'm a little bit out of shape. It took me an hour and a half to work with him, but it took him about 15 minutes to do the work for me. From the time that I walked in the door to the time that I walked out of the door was an hour and a half. But the actual work that he did for me took about 15 minutes. Now, this guy is a one-man show, so every time a customer walked in, he stopped working on my computer to help the customer. Every time his phone rang, he stopped working on my computer to help whoever was calling over the phone. A few times he said, "Oh, I'll be right back." He went in the back and did whatever he needed to do for the customer, X, Y, Z. When we got down to the nitty gritty of what is wrong with my computer, which it just needs a factory reset, but oh gosh, that's a whole nother story. But anyways, he told me, fine, I can do that for you. We can back up your files. You won't lose anything, which God knows I cannot afford to do. But he says you won't lose anything. We'll back up your files and put your computer back like new with the factory settings. You just have to reinstall all your software. No big deal. I said, okay, fine. What's your rate for that? He says $90 an hour. I still don't have a problem with that because that's a small price to pay not to lose all of the work that I've done on that computer. And I have some of it backed up, but I don't know exactly. I know the stuff that I worked on last week was not backed up, which is January's edition of Career Magazine. Yikes! But I'm not trying to lose that. But I told the guy, I said, well, I don't have a problem paying you $90 an hour. Here's where I have a little bit of an issue. I've been in here for an hour and a half, and I have seen you stop continuously. So how do I know that when I'm paying you? First, I wanted to have an estimate. Now, if this is something that this guy does for a living and this is what he does, he knows about how long this will take. It's not the first time that he has reset someone's computer. So I said, okay, fine, $90 an hour. What do you think it'll take? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? What are we looking at in terms of an estimate? Well, he refused to give me one. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on how long it takes. No, you've done this before. So tell me what this type of job typically, how long this type of job typically takes you. Well, he refused to give me an estimate of how long this will take. So then I said to him, okay, fine. I said, well, if you're going to charge me $90 an hour, what is the guarantee that you'll be working on my computer for an hour? Because the hour and a half that I've been in here, you've only spent about 15 minutes on my machine. This upset him. I don't know why it upset him, but it did upset him, I guess, because he is the only one in the area. When people come in there with a computer problem, he's their fix, and they're subject to whatever price he gives them. And if they want their stuff fixed, he told me, if you don't like the way I'm doing business, you could take it somewhere else, knowing that there's nowhere in the immediate area to take my computer. So I'm sure that he probably has said that to other people, and other people have been like, well, you know what, I don't want to go all the way to Berkeley, or I don't want to go all the way to Walnut Creek, or whatever the case may be. Um, he was he was not rude, but he was nasty. He was kind of nasty, and kind of arrogant with it as well. Hey, I'm the one in this area. If you want your computer fixed, you're gonna pay my price, and you're not gonna question how I do my business. Well, if I'm paying, yes, I have every right to question how you're doing your business because it's my money. And I told him, I said, listen, you know, give me my computer, I'll box it back up, and I'll take it somewhere else because I don't have a problem driving another 20 minutes to get to where I need to go. That's not the issue. But the problem is you're the only one in this area and you're taking advantage of the people in this area. Well, then he got even madder, and well, even more angry. And he told me, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is how I run my business. It's none of your business what I do. Really, it is my business. And today I'm making it my business. And when I finish with when I finish with this recording, I'm going to go to Apple's website and fill out a complaint. And I'm also going to fill out a complaint with the Better Business Bureau because this guy is operating in an unethical business. And not only does it affect me, but it affects my immediate community as well as the county that I live in and some of the surrounding counties. Because again, I have to drive a good hour and 10 minutes to take care of this problem. I would rather drive an hour and 10 minutes to take care of this problem than to be taken advantage of. And that is the moral of this video. Those of us who have service-oriented businesses, you cannot take advantage of the fact that you're the only one in the area, or that you are, the closest one or the most convenient one, because people do have choices and they will exercise their choices, and they will also tell others about their experiences with you. So here's the company. Here's the guy. All right. So you can decide whether or not you want to do business with him, but I have decided that I will never do business with him, nor will I ever refer business to him. So that is all that I have to say. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. Thanks so much. Stephanie C. Harper, publisher of Career Magazine. We'll talk soon. Bye now.